A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be?
Zoosmell Pooplord.
Try again, smartass.
John Egbert.
Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring amateur magician. Your name is Ectobiologist on Pester Chum, where you have 3 friends, none of whom you have met in person before. You also like to play games with your friends sometimes. What will you do?
Retrieve arms from drawer.
That joke doesn't even work anymore. This art style has already given you 2 perfectly visible arms.
Retrieve arms from drawer.
Fine. Your arms are in your magic chest.
Examine contents of chest.
In here, you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. The artifacts include 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of Beagle Puss glasses, several smoke pellets, 1 copy of Wise Guy, and 1 set of fake arms.
Equip fake arms.
You captchalogue the fake arms in your Sylladex. You have no idea what that means, though.
Captchalogue pellets.
You store the smoke pellets on one of the captchalogue cards in your Sylladex.
Read note.
Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you.
It smells strongly of dadly cologne.
Take poster.
You'll need some way to hang it on the wall.
Take hammer and nails.
The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. You probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful.
Squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk.
This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet the polished surface of your desk, it beckons.
Nail poster to wall.
You use the hammer and nails with the poster on the wall. Ah, someone is messaging you.
Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today?
I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm gonna watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's like fucking Christmas up in here.
Okay, that's fine. But I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters, starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage?
But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory?
All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts.
Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous.
It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice.
Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet?
It should have arrived a few days ago. Did you?
Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care, I'm not gonna play it or anything, the game sounds boring. Did you see how I got slammed in Game Bro?
Game Bro is a joke and we both know it.
Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail, maybe it's there now.
Alright. The little arm swingy dealy. The flippy lever? The doodad is up. It might be here.
If you go down now, Dad will surely monopolize hours of your time.
Check mail later.
You decide to chill here until the dust settles.
Captchalogue fake arms.
You don't want to clog your... In a momentary lapse of concentration, you captchalogue the arms again.
Answer Chum.
Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT, she's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. Not that I can blame her or anything.
Yes, it is understandable, because you are really attractive.
Thank you.
Just kidding. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Sylladex.
What modus do you use?
What?
How do you retrieve artifacts from it?
Oh, one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much in, something falls out.
Stack? I use HashMap. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome.
What the hell is that?
You should probably brush up on your data structures.
I guess.
What about your Strife Specibus? I could free up a card for you. Plus let you attack stuff when things get too hot to handle, which is never for me. You got a weapon?
Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms.
Oh, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and allocate the hammer to the Specibus.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's gonna be all that relevant.
Combine fake arms with cake.
You stick the fake arms in the cake. It is now 300% more hilarious.
Allocate hammer to Strife Specibus.
Your Strife Specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind of Stratus. The hammer has been moved from your Captcha deck to your Strife deck.
Take Sassacre text.
You still have free space in your Sylladex. You might as well squander it immediately.
Wear disguise to fool Dad.
You think you can probably make something useful out of the contents of your magic chest. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been, nor ever will be... Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise.
Inspect magazine.
Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. So, okay. Suburb is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of. And this beta is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah, man.
It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily.
Go downstairs.
The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch-nemesis, Betty Crocker, and the rich buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined.
Admire Harlequins.
Sometimes at night, you pray for burglars.
Toss Gamebro in fire.
It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped.
Fondly regard cremation.
You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories.
Topple urn. Replace urn.
No one will be the wiser. Except maybe for people with eyes.
Combine pipe with disguise. Examine gift.
Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you.
Open gift.
Oh, hell no. You just got a brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms.
Answer Chum.
I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as GameBro magazine.
That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever.
I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pranks.
Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB.
John,
What?
you're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You are typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous.
No. Why would you even think that? That's so stupid.
Okay, why don't you go get the game from your father?
Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, just kidding, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha!
I know, John.
There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive.
Deface doll.
You don't care what Colonel Sassacre says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier.
Enter study.
Your dad spends a lot of time in here, but he isn't here at the moment.
Examine desk.
On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray captcha log card. There is also a can of peanuts on the desk. Ha ha! Oh, Dad. You won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with.
Swap hats.
This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking.
Examine captcha log card. Exit.
The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed or, say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one Desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and, as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen riddler, one to engender a sense not of mirth, but of lack. His coarse schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day.